So I got a really good question on one of my last videos. It was asking showing off the differences between my 0.2 metal and my 0.4 metal in the different colors and sheens. And I got a question on how much do the metal cards weigh more. So I thought this would be a good example to kind of look into the differences a little bit better. So here I have a non-foil version, Magic the Gathering official version of All That Glitters, a foil version. I have my 0.2 metal, my 0.4 metal, then my 0.75 really thick metal on matte white. So I can kind of show a little more of how they all compare up to each other. One thing that was great from doing this I learned is how I used to do them had the white text box down here, and at times it's fine to read but can get a little harder to read the white on white text box. And I was looking at these on nowadays, they have this white and then these two just black or clear or whatever. So I was able to mess around with my Photoshop file. I really still like this being white. I like that top and bottom. And then be able to leave this black so it's so much more legible in the different reflections. So that's one huge thing that I'm able to get from this. But yeah, we can see, what is that, the normal version, real crisp, real clean. The foil, get the cool different rainbows. My metal is definitely a different type of foil, a lot more just bright everywhere. Like I said, then this is my 0.2, my 0.4. My 0.4 is that little bit more of a metallic, a little texturing, little bit darker. Then this is my 0.7, which is the really fat, because I said a magic card is 0.3 millimeters, 0.2, 0.4, then 0.7, this is like 2.5 cards. But it's the thinnest I could get my metal that matte, where there's no gloss, no shine. But the white still is really white because it is on. So these are the metals without. So I have my 0.2 with rounded corners and square corners, 0.4, then like I said, that matte white, so that when you print it can stay white. And then I wanted to get into scale here. Turn that on. Should 0. So because it's a scale, I have 10 cards here. So 0.6 or 1.6 grams per card. And then 10 metal cards is 2.9, so they're about 70% heavier, to answer that question.